Good day, everyone. We are from Section 3B, and today we will be reporting Maintenance Record Contents and Entries, Part 1. But before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. I am Erin Cibulo.
I am Alonso Maximo Madrid.
I am Adrian Garabides.
I'm Rob Angalovi Tandingan.
I am Nesto Peña Francia.
Today we will be discussing the different types of maintenance entries recorded in an aircraft logbook. These records are very important because they serve as legal documentation of all maintenance and inspection work. Proper documentation helps ensure that the aircraft remains safe, airworthy, and compliant with aviation regulations. Next slide, please. And we will be covering three major areas. First, the aircraft maintenance entries, aircraft inspection entries, and unairworthy inspection procedures. Let's begin with aircraft maintenance entries under Federal Aviation Regulation 43.9. Next. So these are entries made whenever maintenance or repair is performed on an aircraft. An example is seen here on the right, and it must include the description of the work performed, the date of completion, the name and signature of the mechanic, as well as the certificate number of the mechanic that performed the work. Next slide. Next, we have the certificated repair station entries. This type of entry is required when maintenance or repairs are performed by an FAA certificated repair station, not just an individual mechanic. So, a repair station is an approved facility with specialized tools, equipment, and trained personnel. This type of entry is used when the maintenance work needed to be done is too complex to be performed by an individual mechanic. Examples of FAA certificated repair stations in the Philippines are Metrojet Engineering Clark, Philtech Asia Incorporated, Aviation Concepts Technical Services, and lastly, Lufthansa Technic Philippines. Again, an example is here on the right, and it must include the repair station's name and certificate number, a detailed description of the work, and an approval for return to service signed by an authorized technician. Next slide. So the next major part is aircraft inspection entries. So as we know, inspections are scheduled checks required to ensure that the aircraft is still in unairworthy condition. There are four types of inspection entries. First, the annual inspection entry, 100-hour inspection entry, progressive inspection entry, and lastly, approved inspection program entry. Next. The first type of aircraft inspection entry is the annual inspection entry. So this is made when an aircraft undergoes the required yearly inspection. This ensures that all aircraft meets all airworthiness standards needed before it can legally fly for another year. It must be performed by a mechanic with inspection authorization or IA. And the entry itself must include the date, the aircraft's total time in service, a statement that it was inspected in accordance with the annual inspection, and whether the aircraft was found airworthy or unairworthy. This is one of the most important logbook entries because it determines the legal viability of the aircraft.
Another type of inspection entry is the 100-hour inspection entry. It is performed every 100 hours of aircraft operation since the last inspection. This inspection may be completed up to 10 hours early or 10 hours late for the purpose of allowing the aircraft to reach a maintenance facility where the inspection can be properly performed. Aircrafts that require a 100-hour inspection include those used in flight training, charter operations, airline services, and military or government operations. For privately owned aircrafts, it is not required. The purpose of the 100-hour inspection is to detect early wear or mechanical failure, especially in aircraft that experience high utilization. This inspection may be performed by an AMTE mechanic even if they do not hold an inspection authorization. The mechanic must ensure that all required items are thoroughly checked and that the inspection is properly documented in the aircraft's maintenance records. Another type of aircraft inspection entry is the progressive inspection entry. It is a method of aircraft maintenance that divides the total inspection into several smaller manageable phases. This system allows maintenance personnel to inspect specific sections of the aircraft at scheduled intervals, rather than grounding the aircraft for a full inspection all at once. As a result, the aircraft remains in a continuous airworthy condition, minimizing downtime and maximizing operational availability, making it ideal for fleets and flight schools where aircraft are in frequent use. Each phase entry in the inspection must clearly list the list of sections inspected, along with the date and total time in service. Finally, every inspection phase must be signed and certified by an authorized inspector, ensuring that all work performed meets regulatory and safety standards. Here is a sample of the progressive inspection entry. And lastly, we have the Approved Inspection Program entry. The Approved Inspection Program, or the AIP, is a specialized maintenance program designed for certain aircraft that operate under authority-approved maintenance schedules. This program can replace the standard annual and 100-hour inspections, provided that the aircraft and the operator meet the regulatory requirements for participation. An approved inspection program is customized. It must be specifically tailored to the aircraft model, the operator, and the type of operation involved. Before it can be used, the program must be submitted to and approved by the appropriate aviation authority, ensuring that all inspection tasks, intervals, and procedures meet safety and airworthiness standards. By following an AIP, operators maintain compliance while benefiting from a standard, flexible, and operation-specific inspection schedule that supports efficiency and continuing airworthiness. Here's a sample of the approved inspection program entry. And next, we have the unairworthy inspection procedure. It is a procedure followed whenever an aircraft is determined to be not airworthy during any required inspection, such as an annual inspection, a 100-hour inspection, or a progressive inspection. The first step is to record the inspection findings by creating a formal repair entry. This entry must include the type of inspection performed, the date, the total time in service of the aircraft, and a clear statement that the aircraft has been inspected and found unairworthy. Next slide. Here you can see the steps. And after documenting the findings, a letter must be prepared for the aircraft owner, as this letter provides a complete list of discrepancies, ensuring that the owner is fully informed of all issues, preventing the aircraft from being returned to service. Once the discrepancies have been corrected, the aircraft must be re-inspected to verify compliance and confirm that all airworthiness requirements have been restored.
So moving on to the next part of our reporting, we have interviewed Mr. Rosano E. Gabriel, a ground operation manager at Lufthansa Technic Philippines, to give us a deeper insight about maintenance record contents and entries.
May I know your name?
I am Rosano E. Gabriel.
What company do you work for?
Previously, I'm working at Qatar Airways as a licensed aircraft engineer. Now I'm working at Lufthansa Technic Philippines as a ship manager.
What is your position in that company?
I'm a ship manager in base maintenance, handling aircraft overhaul.
How long have you been working at Lufthansa?
In Lufthansa, I'm working around 13 years, but overall, I'm working around 28 years in aviation.
Have you had any experience related to aircraft maintenance entries, inspection entries, or unworthy inspection procedures?
Yeah, maintenance entries, especially when I was working in line. I always do maintenance entries. Inspection, before I become a ship manager, I'm handling the aircraft inspection in Lufthansa Technique. I'm handling around 20 aircraft inspectors. And then I was promoted as a ship manager in aircraft overhaul. An airworthy product, there's no such thing as an airworthy. Once you touch the aircraft, it must be always airworthy. Remember that. It must be airworthy. During inspection, maintenance, it must be airworthy.
Lastly, do you have any message or advice for the class of 3V as future aviation professionals?
Cool. Most of the newly graduate, especially this new generation, they always running. They always think fast. They always decide fast. They don't even care na kailangan nilang matuto muna, mahinog sa aviation. Hindi ganun kadali. Hindi yung porkit nakatungtong ka na sa aeroplano, pakiramdam mo, alam mo na lahat. Hindi. Bago namin, nung mga kasabayan ko nakamit o napunta sa pwesto namin, it take a lot of hard work and training. That's the experience. Marami dyan, pagkatapos, especially sa Lufthansa Technic Philippines, matapos lang ang contract nila as a MTP, feeling na nila, magaling na sila, kaya na nila. Aviation is a continuous training, continuous learning, walang katapusan. Until now, I'm still on training. Dahil maraming pagbabago sa aviation. Tulad ng mga revision, mga system na nababago. Kaya continuous yan. Hindi napuputol pag graduate mo. Hindi napuputol pag nagtatrabaho na. It is continuous learning and experience. Kaya huwag kayong magmadali. Darating kayo dyan. If it was your destiny, then you will have it.
Thank you everyone for listening. Again, we discussed maintenance record and contents and entries, part 1.